Let's fix the hair there. Hey guys, I'm Jason. I am the new-ish drummer for Ivypaint, and before we get this video started, I just wanted to say how grateful I am to be part of this project. I've been talking to a lot of you guys in the DMs of the band account, and it's just been so much fun, and now we get to make this video to kind of get to know everyone on a broader level. So, first question I have to answer. What is your favorite thing about each of the beautiful band members? Christian is one of the most humble dudes I've ever met. I think he's genuinely one of the nicest people. The kid's got an amazing singing voice, which you might not know because Sean's the primary singer of this project, but dude, the kid can sing. He's super talented. And honestly, I just like how humble of a person Christian is. It's something I really appreciate in people. My favorite thing about Adam is his drive, his passion for the band. A lot of times in the group chat, it's just always Adam being like, guys, let's do this, guys, let's go, and I appreciate that in any band member. I've been on a lot of bands, so that's something I appreciate in people. Obviously, Sean's a phenomenal songwriter, type of songwriter I've always wanted to work with. Sean and I have a lot more in common than I initially realized when I joined this band, like music taste-wise and worldview-wise, I should say, so that's my favorite thing about Sean. I like that I'm semi-new and Sean's given me a lot of behind-the-scenes control and freedom already. I like that Sean trusts me. So yeah, those are my favorite things about my beautiful band members. I say beautiful because, you know, when I first learned to play drums, I was 11. I think when I started taking lessons, I only got an electric drum set, and I basically learned just how to move around a kit, and then from that it was pretty self-taught once I just kind of learned what a kick and a snare was and what this was, you know, and everything else was pretty self-taught. I learned basic paradiddles and stuff. If you're a drummer, you know what that is. And then I just basically taught myself how to play every Jonas Brothers album, and the rest is history. How do we know each other? How did we meet? I met Sean when I was scouring the internet looking for a new singer for my old band, actually. And I didn't really, pan out because Sean was like, I'm really into Ivypaint and making Ivypaint work. And then I actually heard Ivypaint's music and fell in love with it. And as things me and my old band, I really became a part of Ivypaint, and I could not be happier. I've been in a lot of bands at this point, and this just feels different than anything I've ever done. I don't really know how to explain it, but yeah. How did we come up with the idea to start a band? Well, I was not in the band when it started, but I guess, yeah, like I said, to reiterate why I joined, I've always wanted to be in a project doing this kind of music. I've always been into pop punk, but kind of, the catchier kind of pop punk and less of the aggressive, screamy pop punk. And I finally found that in these guys, and I have not been this happy in a very long time. It's really cool that they've taken me on so quickly and trusted me to actually do some behind the scenes work and get stuff done. And I've never been the oldest person in a band before, so that's kind of cool. How I started getting into music, the only thing I really listened to was classic rock that my dad was introducing to me when I was a kid, which I still love, but it wasn't something that I found on my own. And as a 11-year-old was obviously watching the Disney Channel, and the Jonas Brothers were everywhere, and I just thought they were different from everything else that was being thrown in my face as an 11-year-old. It was all pop music, and then there were these three dudes with distorted guitars, and I just thought that was so cool as an 11-year-old. And so I learned how to play all their albums, and I just lived and breathed their music, and that was definitely a gateway into more edgy pop punk, like Green Day and All Time Low and things like that. Because of that, I'll be a lifelong fan. You can judge me if you want, but I'm gonna be authentic, because why not? Do I have pets? Well, I have a chihuahua named Bucky. He's an asshole to everyone except me. My spirit animal is Peter Pan. Because, maybe to a fault a little bit, and it's kind of a turn-off for some people. I'm very, a happy-go-lucky, yeah, type of person. But that's just me, and I am shameless about it, and I Will not let anyone tell me to act otherwise, and if they do, bye. So I don't know. I've always had this like never grow up, don't take yourself too seriously, you know. And my spirit animal is Peter Pan. Do any of us play video games? I don't really play them. I play them like when I'm at a friend's house or something, but I don't sit on my ass by myself and play video games. I did when I was younger, like 15, but like at 23, it's not really something I'm into. I know the rest of the guys in the band are going to have a completely different answer than what I just gave you, but I don't play it that much unless I'm playing like at a party or like with my siblings or something. Like we'll play like the Wii, and that's a rare thing. I like Guitar Hero. Typical like band dude like Guitar Hero. Rank each member from best to worst dressed. Christian's probably the best dressed. Christian's got like the James Dean looking thing going on. I'm kind of in competition with him for the hair thing. Like he's got the leather jacket. I had a leather jacket for years, but it got destroyed. I'm really sad about it. Me and Sean dress kind of similar, like band shirts and skinny jeans. And Adam, I'm sorry, you're the worst dressed. I will say that with no shame. You wear oversized jerseys, but I love you anyway, Adam. You're my dude. I've bonded with you, man. So I don't care if you wear the jerseys, but you're the worst dressed. Thoughts on new era pop punk? New era pop punk. I like old era pop punk better. Not like Blink-182 era pop punk, but like the like neon pop punk, like All Time Low, Boys Like Girls type thing. Like it will always be like my favorite type of pop punk. Now we got Real Friends and The Story So Far and The Wonder Years, which is all great when it's done right. I feel like new era pop punk can maybe come off a little inauthentic at times and sound like it's pandering, which I'm nobody, so I'm really not anyone to judge what you do, but those are my honest thoughts. I still like it. I still listen to it. I think that new pop punk has some of the best lyricism when done right, because sometimes I'm like, that you don't really feel like that. You're pandering. I'm not trying to sound like I'm better than anyone else, but you asked. So, why is Adam so hot? Because he hangs out with me and it rubs off on him. Biggest influences. Well, I already rambled on about how the Jonas Brothers were one of my biggest influences as a youngin'. I learned how to play all of their records on my own, by myself. But once I discovered All Time Low, and Boys and Girls, I did nothing but live and breathe their music for a year. And I've seen All Time Low more than any other band. I've gone on stage with them twice. Like, they're, awesome to me. Green Day is a big inspiration, specifically American Idiot. This record right here is my biggest inspiration. Look at how freaking beautiful this is. Look at that. It's a double vinyl, so we got more, right? Here comes the good one. Look how sexy this is. Look at that red. Just look at that. That's so beautiful. Look at that. You can't really see the glow. And then we got all the lyrics, handwritten type thing. Look at that shit. Look at Billy. He's just a fucking badass. And so yeah, this album is my biggest inspiration. Do I ever get stage fright? No, I do not get stage fright, and not in a cocky way. I grew up doing theater since before I could walk and dance up until I was 18. So I've literally always been in front of people. That is I am more comfortable being in front of a huge crowd of people making a spectacle of myself than I am just talking to someone. That's where I'm most comfortable. I'm very afraid and uncomfortable, even if I don't actually portray it this way, just kind of talking to people. So, no, I do not get stage fright. I wish I could just live on stage. If I could open for any band, the Jonas Brothers, it would be full circle for me. I would love to open up for All Time Low. They're my heroes. Able to open for All Time Low, I would quit the band the next day because I'd be nothing is going to be better than what we just did, and so everything else is just going to be disappointing. Just kidding. What's the best Slipknot song of all time? I don't really listen to Slipknot. I know Psychosocial. I sing it at work, and I'm always singing like the "I did my time and I want out" because work. So I mean that's like the only one I know. Sorry, metalheads. What artist or band would you want to see perform live? I've crossed a lot off my bucket list already. The number one on my list was Green Day, and that is still to this day the best show I've ever seen. Seeing the Foo Fighters. I would love to see Boys Like Girls live. I never got to see them before they kind of slowed down. I would love to see Jimmy Eat World live. I would love to see Aerosmith live. I feel like they're not going to be like kicking that much longer. They're getting old. They're probably like one of my favorite bands. They're my favorite classic rock band, but one of my favorite bands. And I would love to go with my dad to see that. I went to see the Foo Fighters with my dad and Green Day with my dad, and we had like the best time. So I would love to definitely go see Aerosmith with my dad. Favorite song to play live is Little Liaison, just because that's kind of the song that turned me on to this band and joining this band in the first place. I just think it is a great song. Obviously, I didn't write any of the songs on the first EP, but that is just a song I've always loved even before I was in the band. And obviously I'm going to play on the next one, and I'm helping write the next one, so look forward to that. But Little Liaison is one of my favorite just songs anyway, so the fact that I get to actually be the one on stage playing it is really cool for me. What is the stupidest thing I've ever done because someone dared me to do it? I've done a lot of stupid things because people dared me to do it, because I'm the type of person that loves to make a spectacle of myself, because I'm an idiot. Oh, one time, my best friend, he had gotten dumped, and he was like, "You couldn't make me laugh if you tried, I'm so sad." I was like, "Yes, I can." He's like, "I dare you to make me laugh right now." I got a Patrick Star full body costume, but it was like 7 sizes too small because it was for a kid. We drove to a plaza, and then I walked around in a full mask costume, fur costume as Patrick Star. I walked into every store and walked straight up to the cash register, and I was like, "Oh, I love you." It's pretty crazy. Most people probably wouldn't do that, but I did. What is my favorite venue to play? Obviously Soundbar in Orlando. I kind of went to a lot of shows there, like growing up, before I ever played there, in like my old bands even and stuff. So the first time I ever played there was like a big milestone, dream come true for me. I also love playing at the Haven in Winter Park. Shout out Axel, the sound guy there. He is the best sound guy in anywhere that I've ever worked with. I also played in this cool dome in Virginia. That was a cool venue with the All-American Rejects, like best friggin' venue that I've ever played. Even though it wasn't my favorite venue, it was the best venue. But my favorite venue is tied between the Haven and Soundbar. Soundbar for like nostalgic bucket list reasons, and the Haven because Axel is the best sound guy ever. Alright everybody, this was fun. I hope to do more of these in the future. And get ready for new music soon-ish. We're still working on it. Yeah. Okay, bye guys.